So welcome everybody to the second map of Team Dignitas against mousesports in the Go Champions League, sponsored by Twitch Steel Series G2A, brought to you by Dreams Media and 99 Damage. I am Dabu from Germany. I'm 26 years old, living in Munich. As I said in the first map already, if you watched that, well, now you know how my kind of introducing sentence is built up. Like, well, we saw Dignitas getting close to mousesports in the past match on Inferno. They ended up losing 14-16, but they had a rough start in the game. mousesports did a very good job of controlling the economy on the terrorist side, so they didn't allow Dignitas to get into the shape or into the position on the CT side to buy up and get their economy rolling, to work with those smokes, control banana and all that. Dignitas did a fairly good job on the B bomb side, but their rotations have been slow to A, and mousesports managed to abuse that from time to time. Most of the time it was Nicolinho just opening up with a few great shots, and the day was over for Dignitas. Pimp tried to hold it together, and especially in the last few rounds, Pimp and Kiabai did a good job. The rest of the squad did his job as well. Only MSL on Team Dignitas lagged behind a little bit with 10 frags. But Chris J almost had the same amount of frags. So the teams have been fairly equal, not only on the rounds, but also on the frags. Let's see what will happen on Cash though. It's a different map. It is mousesports' pick. So we might think that this map should go in mousesports' favor, but I think that Dignitas are up for the challenge, and if they start on the CT side, I can see the Danes take it away from the Germans today. If we end up in a 1-2-1, your skins would get returned for everyone that has bet their skins on any of the two teams. Every map is worth 3 points to the teams in the league. Dignitas is currently sitting at the 5th in the 5th place, and I will talk you through the results so far. Dignitas with 6 wins out of 6 games. Now that's 6 wins, not 6 wins out of 6 games. 6 wins out of 12 games. Now that's 6 wins out of 13 games. mousesports had 6 losses in 6 games, and they just now picked up their first point, their first 3 points in the league. If they manage to win all the remaining maps today, even against Navi, they could end up with 4 times 3, so they would end up with 12 points and take the same spot that Hellraisers is in right now, in the 3rd last spot, so it wouldn't actually give them too much to work with. So every team plays each other twice, so mousesports still has a few games to make up for the very weak starting in this league, and they need to get to the 6th spot to qualify for the playoffs, to duke it out for the $15,000 for the first place. $30,000 up for grabs combined throughout the whole tournament, you know, 2nd place and all that. Get some money as well. All sponsored by G2A, Steel Series and Twitch, and of course we thank them for giving us the opportunity to organize a tournament as great as this one. So mousesports win the 9th round once again, and they switch to the CT side. They couldn't have hoped for a better start, in my opinion. They now start downhill after winning the first map, so they should be able to build up a lead against Dignitas. But the same kind of goes, or was going, for Dignitas on the first map, and they weren't able to build up a lead. They actually lost the first half, so if that happens to mousesports, Dignitas could upset them in the 2nd map. The odds are 57% in favor of Team Dignitas, 43% in favor of mousesports, if I'm not completely mistaken. And Dignitas in the piss round will take it to the middle straight away. They have 3 players in there. They will have the crunching movement on the A-bomb set. Nico with the first frag. Nico Linia though answers back on MSL. Dignitas have captured the A-bomb set, but the CTs are already there with the rotation. Really quick play by the Germans. Kierbai though makes it a 4v3. Chris Shea is down to 19 HP as well. Now AZ puts down Gobi with a straight headshot. Actually put his barrel through the teeth of the German player. Chris Shea goes down to Kierbai. It's a 1v4 in favor of the terrorists, and Dignitas will mop up the last frag and make it 1-2-0. Good start for them. Now mousesports need to save, and the terrorists are enabled to get their economy going a little bit. They decide to have an AK for Kierbai, UMP for AZ, and the rest of the squad stays with, oh, well, Pimp actually went for the last second AK buy, 5-7 for Nico and Yuzi for MSL. Mousesports on the other side with 2 P250s, and that's all for them. The terrorists are on the A-bomb side already. Pimp with the first frag. Easy frag for MSL there, making it a quick 3v5 situation. Gopi is down to 31 HP as well. And, well, AZ with an 8 frag on him in the end. Tapson was able to pull off 2 headshots there onto AZ and MSL. Well, 3v2 already. I don't really fancy mousesports' chances. Kierbai and Nico will close it out and make it 2-2-0. Good job for the Danes, or by the Danes. And good to have something working for them. The Germans now with an early anti-buy. They have 3 FAMASs and 2 scouts. 1 for Nicolini and 1 for Chris Shea. And if you have watched the ESEA LAN finals, you know what he's capable of doing with that small scoped weapon, the hunter's rifle, so to speak. Chris Shea is down to 14 HP. He needs to retreat and cover himself. He's about to be taken down by the terrorists if they really want to go for him. Now he's smoked off. He kind of tries to get out of there. Tapson and Gopi with 2 quick frags, but Nico with the 5-7 gets himself 2 kills. And Tixo, the stand-in for Legia, gets his first frag of this game. Nicolino with the scope in CT spawn alley. Both terrorists are low on HP, and one of them is no more, as Pimp is the last man standing on Dignitas. Will he be able to prevent the upset from happening with 10 HP? The bomb is on his back. He tries to throw the CTs off a little bit. He spotted one. It's Tixo. And Nicolino is still around with the scope. With that scout, he's able to jump shoot Pimp in case he's got the right position. Now Pimp goes for the fake defuse. He spots Nicolini approaching, and now he has that 1v1 situation that he worked for. Goes down for the bomb plant, and now he's in a 1v1. Tixo is close by already, and the FAMAS will do its deed. Good 2 kills to win the round for Tixo, and mousesports will pull off the very weak buy round. Kind of surprised Dignitas with that. The Danes weren't necessarily able to handle the situation in the kind of way that they would have liked to. And, well, Tixo loses his VAC, or back authentication, so we have... yeah, that was indeed lucky, Tapson. So we will have a small pause until he's back. If Tixo had disconnected a few seconds earlier, the round would have gone to Team Dignitas. Or maybe the Danes would have been like, okay, he was on the defuse already, let's give the round to mousesports, even though Tixo disconnected. I don't know how it would have been handled by the teams, but now he's back and we should get this game underway again. So Dignitas with the last effort, their last by chance. They're going for 4 AKs and a Galil for AZ. The CTs are still not out of the thick of things. They got the 1 round on the board. They kind of stung Dignitas right now, but they need to string together a few rounds to get their own economy rolling. Right now they still have a scout for Chris Shea and 3 FAMASs for the rest, except for Tapson, who's got the M4A1. The terrorists on the doorstep of the A bomb site. They have one hanging back at B. It's Kierby who's up against Tapson on B. Tapson gets a kill onto Kierby while MSL and company are opening up the A bomb site with 2 kills. They kind of dragged away the attention from A main, and MSL got himself 2 quick frags. Another one for MSL, just stringing together those frags, making it a 2v4. The CT's already on the save. They realize there's no point in taking or trying to retake that bomb site. Chris J still is able to get a cheeky frag out of there with a jumping headshot onto AZ. He's just trying to fight the terrorists a little bit until he realizes that it's going to be too close and the terrorists will probably hunt him. He got that AK dropped by Tapson, and together they will try to hold on to their rifles. Chris is just shifting his position. Tapson gets the frag onto Nico. MSL and Pimp will probably not go for the hunt anymore. So the CTs hold on to the 2 rifles, but they give away the round, and Dignitas is allowed to prolong the stretch of their lead. They make it back to a 2-round lead, and let's see who's most responsible for that. MSL, Nico and Pimp all have 4 frags on the terrorists. On the other side we have 5 frags for Tapson, and the rest is not worth mentioning right now. mousesports with the stack in middle. One of them gets killed already, but the second one chimes up and goes down to Nico. It was a small chance for them to get a few frags out of there, but Dignitas handled it perfectly and is sitting at a 2-man advantage compared to the CTs. AZ is down to 15 and Pimp is down to 22, so they need to watch out a little bit. But if they stay back and let their teammates do the work and catch the bullets for them, Dignitas should be just fine in this round. They still take it very, very slow. They don't want to run into a 3-man stack on any of the bomb sites. They probably don't even know that mousesports went for that 5-man stack on the B bomb site. Well, yeah, they should have known after the round was over. On Inferno, mousesports went for a 5-man stack with pistols, so Dignitas is kind of scared to run into some kind of stupid stack again. Now Tapson doesn't need that stack. He goes to work onto MSL straight away. Then he's tagged down to 41 by Nico, drawn out into the open and taken out by Kierby by Chris J. And Nico and Tixo are coming back, and Nico Linio will take them apart with the 5-7. What a great play by Nico Linio, coming in from behind. Team Dignitas were unaware of his presence, and they didn't even turn around in time to take him out. mousesports with the 2nd round, and that shouldn't have went into their favor. Team Dignitas took it so slow to actually allow Nico Linio to get back on them. After they took care of Tapson and Tixo inside the B bomb site, they thought it was clean, but Nico Linio was standing behind them casually, ripping them apart. Now the terrorists on the save round, they have P250s and 1 deagle for Kierby. And they will take it to the A bomb site. MSL with the first one. Now the CTs need to watch out if Tixo goes down. Oh, Tixo fights his way out of that. He was pushed by 2 players and got B with a double kill of himself. Makes it a quick 3v1. Tixo with the last spray onto AZ, winning another round for mousesports. He's really doing a good job right now, standing in for Ligia. Actually, right next to Tapson on the leader spot on the scoreboard right now with 6 kills. And mousesports with the draw on the CT side, but Dignitas have 3 rounds on the board already. And if they maintain that kind of shifting momentum, you know, trading rounds back and forth, 2 for the terrorists, 2 for the CTs, then maybe 3 for the CTs and 1 for the terrorists, they could still grind out more than 5 rounds, and there would be more than enough to work with in the second half. Now they try to work that advantage, that economical advantage with that AWP in the hands of Nico. And Chris J only has an MP9, but he really likes that weapon, so it's not even a downgrade for him if he has that MP9. He's just, you know, the odd guy, like the odd couple. He's got his odd weapons to use. Pimp is drawn out on Squeaky. He's flamed away, and the terrorists have committed to the A bomb site with 3 players. AZ is just joining his teammates, and Kierba is still hanging around that B, trying to get a backstab going, catching a CT off guard or something like that, but he slowly but surely walks into middle while his teammates are slowly but surely capturing the A bomb site. And MSL is already close by. Now goes to work on 2. Nico and Tixo are down. GOCL goes down as well. What another great round by MSL. He had himself 3 kills in one of the A bomb site goes already, and now he just proceeds pushing through to the CT spawn. He might even go further, but I think that Kierba could run into the CTs. He catches the first, and the second will go down as well. Dignitas are right back on the CTs, and that is what I'm talking about. Trading rounds with the CTs will favor the terrorists in the long run as well, just because of their economy. mousesports is back on a save after winning 2 rounds in a row, and you can tell how close those rounds have been. Only 1 guy surviving in this one, it was Tixo, and 3 guys surviving in this one. So the CTs hadn't have the chance to build up their economy. Now they are saving, and Dignitas can get out with the lead again. In case nobody comes up from behind like Nicolino did in one of the save runs for mousesports. MSL and Nico will take care of the A main push by the CTs. 3v4 evolving the terrorists on the A push. MSL is down to 9 HP. He needs to hold back a little bit. He runs into Tapson. Spray with the CZ 75. Impatient play. Another one for Tapson with the CZ. Another one for Tapson. 4 kills for him. Drawing it back in favor of mousesports. And they were all feeding him on the A bomb side. It couldn't have been easier for Tapson to just spray down the first 2. Go for the reload. Oh, there are 2 more players to be sprayed down by the CZ-75 in close range. I will happily take them. 4-4 now. Dignitas wasting a perfect chance to get out with the lead. Demolish the economy for the CTs even further. Grinding out another round and all that. So far, so good. mousesports back on the rifles, but Dignitas still have 5 AKs, so even though they wasted that chance, they shouldn't let that get into their heads. They should be aware of their position in the game right now, and they are in a very good position, even though they wasted that 1 chance. The CTs with 2 men in middle control. The terrorist about to push 1 in there. GOCL already spots him. Oh, double headshot for GOCL in middle. Drawing back now into cover. And what a good play to open up for the CTs. 3v5 already. Dignitas is stumbling right now on the CTs. MSL trying to fight his way back into the round with a good headshot onto middle. He makes it look a little easier for Dignitas, but the CTs are going for a double stack in middle straight away. Kierba opens up on B though. Tapson caught off guard there. Left his flank open for the terrorists to take it, but Nicolino does the same to MSL. Now it's a 2v3. The terrorists about to plant the bomb, but the CTs are already there, and they are already on the retake. The bomb is planted. Kierba gets a frag, but Chris J with the reply. It's a 1v2. Pimp against Nicolino and Chris J. Chris J still has the AWP, and he's just pushing in, trying to draw Pimp out and be the target to be shot at. Pimp takes him out. Now it's a 1v1, and Pimp takes him out as well, making it a 5v4, saving the AWP and taking it back for Dignitas. Just trading blows back and forth. Look at that. It couldn't be more zebra shaped right now in this round distribution. The Danes are back in the game after wasting that chance. They show that they are still not out, and they force the CTs right back on a save. Now I hope the Danes have learned their lesson, and they won't make it as easy as before for Tapson to string those 4 frags together. Kierba with the first onto Chris J. He rings off another one onto Tapson. MSL now with a double kill in middle. And this is how an anti-eco round should look like. Nicolino with the P2000 in hand. In front of A. Pimp has him covered theoretically. And oh, Pimp. If Nicolino had a different gun, he would have been dead for sure. But like that, he only loses a few HP and in the end gets the AK spray going. 6-4 in favor of Dignitas. Very good terrorist side already, but they have another opportunity to get another round on the board. Could be a 7-4 if mousesports can't do something as magical as the 4K by Tapson in the A bomb site. Now MP9 for Chris J, 5-7 for GOCL and Tixo and Nicolinho. In the meantime, Kierby already holds off Chris J and switches position with MSL. He's got another angle. And MSL goes down to GOCL, but AZ with a straight reply makes it a 4v3, a 4v2 now thanks to another frag of Kierby. Nicolinho gets out on top of Pimp and picks up that AK. And Nicolinho is really dangerous with that gun. The terrorists need to watch out. If they allow the CTs to pick up a few more frags, it could actually get close. But mousesports will most certainly just save their equipment, except for Tixo. He doesn't have any equipment except for the 5-7, so he will happily hunt for frags. He might actually get one on Kierby with only one bullet. And if he's lucky, the other terrorists look the other way and he could set up another frag. But it looks like Dignitas will exit through the gift shop, through the back of the B bomb site. And they will actually cuddle in the corner together. Tixo is trying to get in from another angle or maybe pick up a weapon on his way there, but he's not finding anyone. 7-4 in favor of Dignitas. 3-round lead. They had a 3-round lead already, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was actually never a 3-round lead. So now it's the first time they have that major advantage on the CTs, and they still have the AWP for Nico. All rifles for mousesports on the other side. Chris J trying to get his rifle skills up, and he has got the first frag onto Pim. Kierby is there though, and he takes him down in turn, taps him with another refrag, quickly making it a 3v4 again, and GOCL is already there with the rotation. CTs are very quick to rotate to the B bomb site. GOCL takes down another one, but Nico silences him for this round. Tixo though on the hunt for the kill. Nico is down to 53, and finally Nicolinho comes in to take Nico out and make it 5-7. This time mousesports were up for the challenge, and despite the efforts on the B bomb site on Dignitas' side, the trade favored the CTs and the quick rotation was timely managed by the CTs. Mousesports with only 2 more rounds to make up for, and if they make it 8-7, it could be good for them in the second half, but it's already a horrible halftime score for them. Allowing the terrorists to get 7 rounds on the board is never a good start on cash. Now 4v4 and Chris J goes down. He took that peek and he went down for that. At least some information gathered for the CTs, but it's up to them to do something with that information, and they have pulled Tixo back. Tixo makes up for the mistake of Chris J, and he takes Pim down. Now the CTs have held on to their positions, except for Tixo checked out the A bomb site, and he did his job. Now it's GOCL's turn to do his job, and he spots Nico on the slope. Another one, another double kill for GOCL in more or less the same position that he was in before, and he's leaving AZ on the terrorist side alone against the rest of the squad of the CTs. Tixo heard him a long time ago, and he was lining up that shot already, saving the AWP, and it might be the first AWP for Chris J this time around. 7-6, mousesports are back on track, but their train is late in the station. Now actually double AWP setup for the CTs, Nicolinho and Chris J. Now the guys, Nicolinho in the A bomb site with a stack with his teammate. Tixo will boost him up there to have a different angle, and mousesports is going for the aggression. They are currently counter boosting on the terrorist side, even though the terrorists are saving right now. This might be well, a good push. Taps him with one frag. He's got another one lined up. Takes Nico down. In the meantime, Nicolinho picked up 2 with the, ironically, not with the AWP, but still 2 frags are 2 frags. Doesn't matter with which gun you got them. 7-7, mousesports draw the game, but now the last round of this first half in the second map. Dignitas with the 5 AK lineup. Let's see what they want to do. They seem to take it to the A bomb site at least. They have 4 players committed to that, and they are boosting into middle. going off for the first shot. Scobby is under some pressure. He sees that nade. He dodges it, but only partly dodged it. 37 was remaining for him, and Nico with the spray of the AK finished him off 5-4. Concerning the players, Chris J tries to regain middle control. He takes out Kierby. Nico pops up from a different angle. Now Team Dignitas should be questioning how many AWPs do mousesports have. And AZ confirms that not every player has an AWP, but Chris J is still in the B bomb site. He takes on first, the second as well. It's a 2v3 situation. Pimp and Nico moving in, and Nico took out Tixo on his way to the B bomb site. Crucial frag. Pimp goes to work onto Chris J. Still 50 seconds on the clock, and Nico just ducks and ducks and ducks to death. 8-7 in favor of Dignitas. The Danes are having a really good terrorist side right now, just as good as mousesports on Inferno, and maybe that means we will see the same kind of outcome. Let's see where the pistol round is going. It will be crucial for mousesports to win that, and if they win the pistol round, the scoreline will be turned on its head. Basically, they could make it at least 9-8, maybe even 10-8, depending on their economy and on the CT's kind of way to play it. And with a 10-8, you kind of have that advantage back, even though you lost the first half 8-7. With a 10-8 scoreline, then you kind of look like you are in the driving seat, even though you're still on the terrorist side, and even though you only won the pistol round. So actually not that much has happened yet. But for your enemy, it looks like, oh, they are now 2 rounds away from us, and if we lose the rifle round, they could even, you know, they could build on that lead and make it even bigger and bigger. And then it's a time for Dignitas to let us see if they have the mentality to win this game. But maybe they don't even need that mentality, because they will win the pistol round or something like that. We will see in just a second. MSL is back from the toilet, and we are ready for the second map. So welcome everybody back to the Go Champions League. This is mousesports against Dignitas, the second map. The first one has ended 14-16 in favor of the Germans, and it was a very, very close map. So expect to have another good game ahead of us. Now let's see what mousesports is going for. Glocks across the board and armor for the rest. Dignitas with the stock weapons except for Pimp and a few nades to work with. Mousesports with a straight A commitment. They have 3 players pushing into Squeaky and 2 into A main. And the CTs were nowhere to be seen except for Kierby with a silencer. It's reminding me of Splinter Cell there. Just popped up, got that frag, went back into cover. Another one for him, making it a 3v5 already, and not even lost a single point of HP. Now AZ with a 1-shot onto Tixo. This is a 2-man show right now. Nico Linio tried to plant the bomb. Now he had himself the headshot onto Kierby, but Gobby is now alone after Pimp just overwhelmed his opponent, and Nico robbed the knife frag of AZ. 9-7 in favor of Dignitas. What a great showing by Kierby, the youngster with 18 frags right now on top of his squad, and he certainly deserves that for now. He kind of won the pistol round already with those 2 opening kills. 14 for Tapson on the other side and 11 for Nicolinho and Gobby. 12 on Pimp and MSL. So now Dignitas in a good position to make it 10-7, but the Tech 9s in the hands of mousesports could prove to be a problem for the CTs. Chris J spots one in CT spawn alley. AZ sprays away with the FAMAS, doesn't get a frag. Now the CTs should rotate their players. The bomb got planted already before any CT moved towards the A bomb site, but luckily for Dignitas they had 2 in middle, so they are fairly close to the A bomb site anyway. And they are lining up those smokes and flashes to execute that retake, and it could be very dangerous for them if Mouse finds those kills. Look at Tapson, and Gobby takes 3 kills. Gobby with another one onto Nico, and in a second it's all over. Only 2 terrorists got killed by Dignitas. What a great play by the Germans. tugging into those corners, taking the timing, and getting 2 frags was Gobi and Tafson, suddenly overthrowing the momentum. But the same happened in the first half already, so Dignitas shouldn't be too concerned. They still have enough time to work with, and they certainly did their job on the first half. So just take this round to calm down a little bit, even though they should be angry at themselves for giving up this anti-eco. Nico at least makes it a 4v2 now, thanks to 2 frags by Tapson and Gobi. And Kiabai is the last man standing now for the CTs. He will come in from the back against the 3 terrorists, and he might make it costly. Especially with his aim right now. Look at Gobi being so low. Nico Lino is though low as well, but it won't be anything of significance anymore. 9-9. mousesports with a good opening 3 rounds in this second half. We had a small pause. Tixo lost his connection again. I don't know if it was due to disconnect. No. So Tixo is back. We are ready to go again. Now Dignitas with another save round. mousesports will probably take it 10-9, but the CTs have a 4-man stack over at the A bomb site. Not completely. They have 3 men at A and 2 basically almost at A. 1 in middle and 1 in CT spawn. Kerby with the first kill onto Chris J, opening up already. AZ takes down Nicolino. Pimp with 1 as well. Pimp with another one. Tapson is the only left standing terrorist, and he's down and out already. Dignitas show mousesports that they are able to do the same, and look at the team play by the CTs there. Pimp got his weapon just because his teammate shot it towards him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made it in time. Good play by Dignitas, not only winning that round, but also saving as many rifles as possible to take to the next round and have their economy bolstered up a little bit. mousesports, though, with the 5 AK by Gobi, quickly clicks himself 2 headshots. Another one for Gobi, and he almost got himself another one lined up. MSL goes down to Taps, and now it seems like an open exchange between the teams. They're just rushing in there. They're trading blows like boxes. They don't know, you know, boxers that don't know about covering themselves. They just punch each other in the face and they don't even care. I will try to post you a video of that. 2v1. Nico doesn't get out on top of that. Tixo had him shut down straight away, and it's back to a drawn game, 10-10. Dignitas are not allowed to run away with the scoreline by mousesports. And that was just due to Gobi's major opening in middle. Those 2 opening headshots, roughly 45 degrees, but straight on the head, not allowing the CT to rotate his mouse, to react in time. And then another one in vents. Really good shown by him today. But Dignitas are saving, and they already have proven to us that they are able to take those anti-eco rounds against mousesports. MSL is disposed of though. Nicolino takes out Nico, makes it a 3v5, and Tixo has middle covered against Kiabai. AZ and Pimp are the guys to make it happen against the 5 terrorists. I highly doubt the chances, but they could get a weapon out of the situation. Now AZ taking his time, but still taking Nicolino out. 2v4, and AZ is now on the hunt with that AK. He wants to get more kills. He wants to make it as expensive as possible for the terrorists to win this round. In the meantime, we have Pimp lining up those exit shots as well. And I think AZ has been told to stay away and save his AK. Pimp could theoretically do the same, but I don't know if he wants to stay with the scout in the next round or if he wants to rebuy anyway. And he at least gets himself 1 kill, then hits Gobi down to 11 HP. He goes for the wall bang, but it's not going to happen at the moment. Pimp might actually be blown up. blown up by the bomb. Sorry for that small yawn. I need to get some fresh air in the meantime, or in the pause between the two matches. Navi against mousesports is coming up after this map, and supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but as you can tell, this game might go on for a few more minutes. And Navi is playing Virtus Pro at the same time right now, so I think they are not too mad if Navi against mousesports goes live a little delayed. Now, full rifle round for both teams. mousesports with a 1-round lead, but Dignitas with the AWP for Nico. And he's not spotting anyone yet. There is no boost coming up anyway. The terrorists are still hanging back, waiting and waiting for the CTs to make their first mistake. Now we've got a very defensively set up mousesports squad. MSL takes out Tabson in front of B, however. And look at how deep mousesports is. They are nowhere near any bomb site right now. They're just waiting for the CTs to get out and get that first frag. And sadly for the Germans, it didn't happen. MSL got the first frag in turn, and now mousesports need to come up with a plan. They only have 35 seconds on the clock. They decide to go for the A bomb site, but two players are not ready yet. They need to wait some more seconds to have them ready for the go. Otherwise, it would be a two-man push, and it would be horrible to push into the EA bomb site with only 2 men. Now all the 4 terrorists inside the bomb site. Kerbai has 2 lined up. Really great for him to shoot down both. AZ with 1 as well. Nicolino answers, but that's not enough. Nico has him covered, and it's going to be 11-11. Another draw in this second map between the two teams. It's just amazing to watch it right now. 21 frags for Kerbai, 16 for MSL. On the other side, we have 21 for Tabson and 18 for GOCL. Really good performance by him. Chris J is still hanging behind a little bit with his 7 frags. Now mousesports on the B go. Let's look where they can take it. Tabson with the Tech 9 opening up. Doesn't find his target at first, but then GOCL takes out MSL. Tabson doesn't pick up that weapon, but Pim picks up 1 frag. He resets his aim, goes for another one. Then they get taken out by Tixo, but AZ is already there with the support. Then gets taken out by Tabson. It's a 2v2. The CTs are on the doorstep of retaking, and Nico took that cheeky kill onto Tixo. So it's Tabson with the Tech 9 against the 2 CTs. It should be an easy retake for Dignitas. They just need to organize themselves, and they should be able to draw Tabson out. Now he's down to 24 HP. He's still hanging on to that Tech 9, even though he has a rifle. Maybe it's empty, I don't know, but he needs to reload the Tech 9. He's just dancing around and going down to Kerbai in the end. 12-11 for Dignitas. And that round was once again very close, despite the fact that mousesports actually only had a very weak buy. They had a few rifles, but mainly pistols for them. And it got down to a 1v2 situation. So Dignitas need to watch out. mousesports are still hanging on to them. They are like a wolf that if he sniffs you out, he just doesn't let you go anymore. They stay on their heels all the time, and the Danes are trying to fight them off. But at the moment, mousesports hangs on to that 1-round lead, or to that 1-round difference. And Chris J with a smoke shot onto Kerbai, just roughly guessing where Kerbai might go. And that rewarded him with the first frag of this round. The terrorists are spread out. They have 2 players on B. They're trying to put on the pressure over there, but at the same time, they have 2 in squeaky door. The CTs are split up as well, and both of the A defenders get disposed of by Chris J and Nicolino. Great work by them to open up on the A bomb site like that. Pimp and MSL are going in for the rotation, but they are taking their time, and they are setting up those safe positions already, trying to cover each other's back. But the terrorists have that small opening. They could sneak through and take MSL out if Pimp doesn't turn around in time. Now let's see, the terrorists on the hunt for those weapons. Tixo announces his entrance to the vent. He spies Pimp, but doesn't have the frag in his bag. And MSL gets himself another one. This could turn out to be very, very expensive for the terrorists, but it will still be worth it. GOCL with a frag onto MSL. Pimp kind of slipped through their fingers, and there is Tabson closing him out. in the end, no CT survived the round, and it's a 12-12 again. And if the CTs had saved those two rifles, they could have dropped for each other and maybe had a kind of a two rifles, one for mass buy, or maybe a scout or something like that, if they really wanted to go for that. Or they could have just went for a stack or something, just like they do right now. 4-man on the A bomb side, 1 on the B bomb side, and they have heard something that makes them rotate their player into middle. And there is Chris J opening up onto Nico. The terrorists have the right approach to this round. They are pushing through middle. Nicolino tries to help his teammate out. Tapson is now caught in a firefight. He almost goes down to Pimp in the end. Gopi saves his life with the frag onto AZ, and Gopi with a double kill already. Another one courtesy of Tixo will finish off the CTs, but they played it quite nicely, in my opinion. Even though they were pushed from the middle, they took Nicolino and Chris J out, and they almost took Tapson out as well. This might have been the turning kill of the round, but 1 round lead for mousesports. Chris J on the Tech 9 and 4 AKs for the rest of the German squad. On the other side, we have an AWP for Nico, and he doesn't spot anything yet. Let's see. He's able to spot anything anytime soon. No, the terrorists are not pushing up middle. They are not boosting either. So Nico has wasted that AK in middle, or kind of wasted. Of course, he at least has the info that there's nothing going on in middle. But the CTs are very committed to middle right now. They have 2 players at B, and only 1 is defending A. If the terrorists get a quick entrance, secure middle at the same time, basically, it could be an awful turnout for the CTs. Or if they get the opening frag on the B bomb side. Oh, look at Tamson's reaction onto Pimp. As soon as the smoke faded, he flicked his mouse around, took a bullet to pull it to the head of the Dane. And Chris J is on the backstab into CT spawn alley already. With his Tech 9, he tries to keep the CTs from rotating, but Kierbai has himself covered, takes out Nicolino, and Chris J is now spotted due to the sound. Kierbe is coming in from middle and takes out Chris J, makes it a 3v3. The bomb is not to it. Molotov cocktail will delay that though, and waste the chances of the CTs to get anywhere near the bomb anytime soon. Especially as Tapson went to work on AZ. The CTs are hiding away, saving their weapons for the next round. mousesports will make it 14-12, and they have a 2-round lead. Dignitas is running out of money as well, and that is not looking good for the Danes right now. Trading rounds back and forth always favors the terrorists due to the cheaper guns and the bomb plant. Even if they should lose a round, if they get the bomb plant, they still have that additional money that makes them at least not double save, for example. Now Mouse within 2 rounds of winning this game, but they have been in the same situation on Inferno already, and Team Dignitas was able to fight their way back on the terrorist side. Now the Danes on the CT side, they have that reinforced buy, but they get disposed of and picked off just like a crow on a corpse. The Germans are sitting on the CTs, picking them apart. Now Kierbai tries to fight his way back, and together with the MSL, they're suddenly back in the round thanks to a double kill. Now a triple kill by Kierbai in middle, and that is just too good to be true. Dignitas hang on to that round with a limited range of rifles, and those 2 players that had the most important rifles, they made it happen. At the moment, Tapson down to 17 HP. He still has a Molotov and a flash grenade to work with, but he doesn't necessarily know where the CTs are at right now, and he needs to find a way to at least plant the bomb or get it back to a 1v1 situation. He's sneaking away from middle towards the A bomb side, trying to have a peek in there somewhere, and he's checking out every corner, so that works for him. At least he's not impatient or, you know, sloppy, not checks his corners or something like that. So now he's getting closer and closer to Kjaerbye. He already called in his teammate to rotate to the truck, and together they will pick him apart. Kjaerbye with a quad kill, making it 14-13. Dignitas are back in the game. They hang on to this one. They want this map. They want those 3 points, and they want to have the chance to compete in the playoffs of the Go Champions League. Trying to shut Mouse down and not let them get those their first 6 points in the league. Mouse still only has 3 points out of the previous map against Dignitas. Now 5-man AK push. GOCL with the first one onto MSL, but Pim quickly replies with a double kill. Tapson though disposes of him, makes it a 3v3 again. And mousesports have pulled back out of the B bombs. Like GOCL kind of shoots somewhere because he was shot from somewhere, and he just pulled the trigger instinctively. Try to just shoot somewhere to scare the CT away. And I thought that mousesports would get away. Oh, the wall bang by AZ onto Nicolino might be the crippling king. Now Kjaerbye onto Tapson. It's a 1v3. GOCL needs to step it up, but he's down to 4 HP already. And Dignitas will have him surrounded and taken out. Kjaerbye with a double kill just has 6 frags in the previous or in the last 2 rounds, which is just astonishing to see from a guy like him. 14-14 right now. Dignitas get back. They don't allow mousesports to clinch that 3v3 situation. And actually I thought that mousesports could pull back out of the B bomb site because they had 1 minute 20 left. They got the opening 2 frags and they could have pulled out, made the CTs rotate towards the B bomb site and then reset their strategy. But they were still committed to B, and it didn't work out for them in the end. Now they have 2 AKs and 3 Tech 9s. They want to take it home right here, right now. AZ though takes 2 home and strangles them in his own home in the bed. He has a cushion for Tixo as well, and it's a 1v5. Chris J is down to 56 HP with the Tech 9. He doesn't have the bomb on his back, just running away in the smoke, ending up on the wrong side of the CTs and taking or turning his back to MSL. It's never a good idea. He's been performing really nice as well with 19 frags, especially at the early stages of Cash. MSL did a very good job. Now Kjaerbye took over with 31 frags. Just amazing to see him perform like that. I can only hope for better things out of him. 27 for Tapson, but let's see if mousesports can draw this game. GOCL and Nico with the first few frags exchanged. 4v4. Chris just casually hopping away with the scout. 2 Tech 9s remaining on mousesports. Nicolino with an AK, but the terrorist will be slowed down on the middle push. Christian knows that there's somebody around there, but he gets smoked off, and mousesports need to hang on to each other's hands, basically. GOCL is dead, so he can calmly call for his teammates. He can switch through their first person and see what is going on. And that the same goes for AZ right now. He can help his teammates adjust their positions and the angles. And it's going to be the last round of the regular playing time. Nico takes Chris J out, who was hopping through middle. Now 3v4 in favor of the CTs. Nicolino draws it back with his kill. He pushes forward into middle. The terrorist on the verge of taking it to the A bomb site. And if the CTs can't rotate in time, it's going to be very, very clutch. That's for sure. Nico thinks about pushing forward, but he expects somebody to be around the truck. Kjaerbye is there with a double kill, and MSL finishes off Tixo. It's a 16-14 in favor of Dignitas, and they take it home. Kjaerbye with a score of 33 frags in the end. What a great performance by Dignitas to hold on to this game despite this very lengthy, very hard stretch in the middle of this game. So thank you for tuning in. I'm the Boo from Germany, and this was the match between mousesports and Dignitas. Thanks to Twitch, C-Series, and G2A, of course, for sponsoring this amazing tournament. $15,000 will go to the first team, to the playoff winner in the end. So stay tuned for even more action. Na'Vi against mousesports coming up in a few seconds.